Hey everybody, this is Cromar with TGN, and I'm here today to bring you another World of Warcraft Cataclysm video. Today we're going to be talking about heroic gear. This is Let's Get Heroic Episode 2 for Strength DPS. What we're going to talk about are the different items you need to get your Strength DPSer ready to go for heroics. Your average item level will be 333 or above, and you'll be ready to go in there and do some real DPS. I'm going to start right off with the easiest item. It's the Relic, Notched Jawbone. You can get it from the auction house or find a friendly inscription person to make it for you. And it's a 346, costs a few thousand gold. Pick it up. Or you can always buy the mats and get someone to make it for you. Now, if you're not a paladin or a DK, if you're a warrior, then you've got a big problem on your hands because there are no ranged weapons with strength. I know that sounds completely bizarre, but currently you can't equip relics and you can't get a strength weapon in your ranged slot. So you're stuck with the engineering agility gun. Don't bother wasting your time getting anything better because you're only going to get a very tiny increase in stats for a large investment. Of course, if you get a drop in a heroic, then you might as well take it if no one else needs it. But I wouldn't spend any money or effort getting anything above 333 at the moment. Not until they introduce a proper strength ranged weapon. Now on to one-handers. For your 333 weapons to start out, that's before you want to do anything. The first thing you want to do is get your Twilight Highlands one-hander. It's called Mace of the Gullet or Dragonsworn Mace. They're the same item. Dragonsworn Mace is for Alliance and the other is for Horde. You just do some quests going through the chain in Twilight Highlands and you'll get it automatically. Nothing to it. For your offhand, you want to head to your Justice Quartermaster and you want to get the incredibly cheap offhand one-hander Dawnblaze Blade. I can't even say it right. That is your offhand weapon for strength, and it's only costs 950 justice points, which is nothing. You'll probably have it already when you hit 85, so you want to pick that up right away. Now, when you're ready to upgrade your main hand weapon, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can spend a whole ton of money on a 346 main hand weapon. Nothing wrong with that. That's for a blacksmithing weapon. Or you can just go get your rep up with Hellscream's Reach and buy it for 85 tokens. But here's what I recommend doing. And this applies for agility too. This is not something I've mentioned in the agility video, but this is what I'm doing with my agility weapon. Now, if you were playing in Burning Crusade, you remember how easy it was to get PvP weapons. There's the point where you got PvP weapons so you could do PvE. In Wrath, they removed that. Well, it's back. You can pick up any PvP Conquest Point weapon without actually needing any rating. All you need is Conquest Points. Offhands are only 950 Conquest Points. You can get that in, it's like 4 wins, and you can just pick it up. That's just for the offhand. For the main hand, it's 2450, and as you can see, I got the Conquest Points for the week, last week, and now it's time for me to get my Conquest Points for this week so I can pick up my weapon, and I'm going to do that right now. As soon as I finish recording this video, I'm going to do that. But this it's just so easy to get weapons now. I mean, this goes for your two-hander too. I mean, it does take 3,400 points, which is 3 weeks worth of points instead of 2 weeks. But still, you can grab your two-hander. I mean, look at that. Look at that two-hander. I mean, look how easy it is. I mean, sure, it's got resilience instead of a real stat, but so what? It's still a phenomenal weapon for next to nothing. So this goes for the agility users as well. In addition to the items that I mentioned in episode 1 for agility users, consider these PvP weapons as well instead. Here's your slow axe, for example. Your slow mace. I mean, they give you anything you want. Your fist weapon. Oh, that's an agility. There's a strength fist weapon, too. There it is. There's a strength fist weapon. See, they give you anything you want for almost no points. Next, I want to show the 2 armor pieces you can get from Blacksmithing. This is Redsteel. Believe it or not, the best helm at the moment for strength DPS is this Redsteel helm. not the best in the game. I mean, obviously the easiest one to get. It's item level 333, green, but it has blue stats, and it even has a meta socket and a red socket, and a third plus 30 strength socket bonus. This is an amazing item, and I honestly think it's bugged. I think it's supposed to be blue. I think it's supposed to be blue, requires level 85, but as it stands, it requires level 83 green. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on with this one. But then again, this blue requires level 83. Okay, I think it's just a color. I mean, 208 strength, 268 strength. So maybe the stats are slightly worse on the helm than it would be if it was blue. I'm not sure. But the point is, it costs nothing. 15 elementium bars is nothing. and it's an excellent, excellent starter weapon, starter helm. So don't pass up on it just because it's green. Now, you've seen this one. This is the breastplate. This is your best starter breastplate. Very cheap on the auction house because this is actually made to level up blacksmithing. So there will be tons of these in the auction house for sale for nothing. Even though I sold one for 2,000 gold, now they're up for like 300 gold. So you definitely want to buy those if you can. Next, for your 3/3/3 legs, you can pick up easy legs right here, offline greaves, from the quest penetrating their defenses from Halls of Origination. So it's a free item for doing this dungeon that you probably are going to do anyway as you're leveling up. So make sure you do that and turn it in, unlike me. Don't just leave it in your quest log. Even though it did help me do this video, you should do it and turn it in, get your free pants. The next two items are, unfortunately, BOE 346 blues that drop off of rare mobs, so they're not going to be on the auction house very often, and when they are, they're going to be really expensive. So they're not a very good idea, but you've got no other options. That's for your wrist and for your waist. The only other option for your waist is Justice Points. And for your wrist, there are no options except PvP or some crappy green. So you're pretty much screwed on the wrist. But if you can get Terborus's bracers, then that's what you want to do. Now, for your shoulders and for your neck, we're back to the Justice Points. Unfortunately, there's just no good options for either of these slots at all. You are stuck with just these two items. You've got for your neck the Pendant of Quiet Breath for 1,250 Justice Points. And for the shoulder, you've got Pauldrons of the High Requiem for only 1,650. Altogether, that adds up to be actually a little bit right around 4,000. So if you had max Justice Points, then you're pretty close to actually getting all these items right off the bat. That, of course, is the offhand weapon, the shoulders, and the neck. Next, we've got our easy reputation items. For hands, we have the Dragonmaw or Wild Hammer. That's a 346. For feet, we have the Hyjal 346. That's another easy one. And both of our rings are reputation, Therazane 346 and Ramkahen 346. Our next item, for our cloak, the quest Battle of Life and Death, which is the one where Alexstrasza fights Deathwing, gives you a 333 back, and that'll take care of that slot right there. And last but not least, the trinket slot. The first trinket slot's easy. That's the Harrison's Medal of Panache, or whatever it's called. And that is the strength trinket that you get from Oldham. It's from the quest line in Schnott's Landing. For the other slot, your best bet, if you can get it, is to buy the BOE Soul's Anguish, which is just an awesome, awesome trinket. Unfortunately, it's not always available in the auction house. Or if it is available, it might be vastly overpriced and out of your reach. I've seen somebody put it up for like 15,000, which is ridiculous. It usually sells for much, much less, but you might get unlucky with that. So if you can't get Soul's Anguish, then you can settle for the Shrine Cleansing Purifier from Twilight Highlands. I know it's a very low item level, but it's still a very good trinket, and your other gear will get you well above the minimum for heroics. And besides, this is better than any other 325 or 333 easily available trinket because it's got just the perfect combination of stats. Okay, well that does it for today's episode of Let's Get Heroic. This was episode 2, Strength DPS. My name is Cromar, thanking you for watching, and as always, asking you to please rate, please comment, and please subscribe.